What's up, guys? I'm Random Frank P, back with another episode of Cool Tech under $50 for December, right in time for the holidays. The series where we show off some of the best tech you can find under that price. And today, we're sticking with a setup theme like we did last month, seemed to be received pretty well, so we got some setup theme tech today. If you see anything you like, I'll have it all listed for you guys in the description down below so you can check it out. But also, shout out to last month's winners. I've picked 10 of you guys for the holidays, been in contact with you so you can claim your tech. And if you want to win today, all you gotta do is drop a thumbs up on the video, leave a comment on what your favorite item was and why you liked it, and then third, make sure you're subscribed because I'm only gonna pick subscribers. Now, speaking of giveaways, we have another giveaway going on with free PS5 Pro, $500 in Amazon gift cards, and more because Cool Tech Under 50 is sponsored by Whatnot. Whatnot's an online social marketplace where you can discover some of your favorite products like sports cards, Pokemon cards, bunch of different tech and electronics, and tons of other things, all with these rapid fire auctions happening in real time. My next stream is going to be the biggest of the year with $1 auctions for tons of peripherals from my best of 2024 videos next week on December 14th at 7 p.m. Eastern for a Whatnot Winter Wonderland tech show. We're gonna have 50% off on these massive GoPro bundles for you guys. And like I said, a free PS5 Pro to give away, $500 of Amazon gift card giveaways, and a bunch of other tech auctions starting at $1. Come by, get some steals on your favorite tech, and when you sign up with my link or you scan the QR code to sign up, you'll get $15 off your first purchase as well. Don't miss out. Now, first up is this electric air duster. This 2-in-1 handheld vacuum and 200,000 RPM blower is absolutely clutch for keeping your desktop clean of dust, your pets, crumbs, anything. This will blow it into oblivion. It comes with a bunch of different tips and nozzles, and is really useful for blowing down your mouse pad or your keyboard. Just an easy way to keep it clean so there's nothing interfering with your mouse when you're gaming or damaging your mouse skates. Especially if you're at your desk all day, you've probably got some accumulation between those keycaps. This will blow it all right up out of there. This is also really useful for keeping the PC clean by blowing out all the dust from your vents of your case and those grill covers, because let's be real, when's the last time you actually remembered to do that? This will clean it up in 5 seconds. 200,000 RPMs is no joke. It's like a mini leaf blower. And yes, instead of taking the time to sweep the garage of all the dead leaves from fall and my kids going in and out of the garage while it's open, this can knock out a full sweeping job in just a few minutes. It's literally a handheld leaf blower. Now, all that talking about blowing, what about the sucking? Because like I said, this doubles as a vacuum as well. Popping on the vacuum attachments on the other side now lets you clean up all the debris you just blew all over the place on your desk. So really, a quick vacuum job on the mouse pad, it's gonna accomplish the same thing with the blower just blowing the dust everywhere. That's not gonna be too visible to the eye, so the vacuum could be for those crumbs and stuff on the desk. Again, just all about keeping the setup clean with a versatile 2-in-1 that's extremely powerful, bunch of tips and nozzles, 3 different power modes, 200,000 RPMs, sucking and blowing for just 40 bucks. Now that's a deal. Next up, we have a monitor riser that's gonna free up some extra space on your desk to store some things underneath while elevating your monitor as well, obviously. This wooden and acrylic riser gives the appearance that it's floating almost with that clear acrylic stand, and also comes with an RGB strip to mount on the backside, which really enhances the look of the acrylic here, spanning the entire width of the 31.5-inch base. And for the budget price of about $35, the materials here won't blow you away, but it's an affordable option out there to keep the monitor off the desktop while still being able to keep the setup organized and looking nice. This will let you do things like store notebooks, an amp and DAC, or even just your peripherals. If you use your desk for work or school as well when it comes to studying, you just want to put everything away. This props up your monitor an additional 3 inches, so that's more than enough room underneath, like enough clearance there to store things. And this wooden color option that I have here matches my setup perfectly. It ties to the accents of things like my wooden headphone stand, even to the wooden panels with my slat wall. It just ties it together really nicely, and now it's that centerpiece on my desk that brings the room and the setup together visually. It does come in 3 different color options, all have the acrylic risers and the RGB strip included as well. Just really can't complain for the price, definitely not a bad pickup. Now, don't you hate cable management? Your once neat remedy has gotten sloppy again. Those mounted power bricks are starting to come loose over time under your desk, just dangling there. The 3M adhesive strips start to fail. Back at step 1, and that's where these magnetic cable management tools come into play. You see that? Pretty recognizable signature. Not Randy Jackson, Linus Tech Tips. They launched their own magnetic cable management kits with magnetic arches, cable tie holders, power brick holders, and power strip magnetic mounts that make cable management way easier. They sent me out a massive bundle of their MCM kits for the integration today, and I'm happy they did because as you saw, my desk was in some major need of some efficient cable management, and they really nailed it here, so shout out to them for sponsoring this integration. Starting with their magnetic arches, these are made for containing cables and keeping them locked into place with 4 different sizes from small, medium, large, and extra large, each fitting an increasing amount of cables to route cleanly. And I use these all under my main desk that I use for filming because all the cables can now be routed down the metal leg and kept in place, and then as I adjust the desk vertically, they stay put and nice and organized. Also works great as a quick fix to just route cables behind the leg so it's just out of sight. Now in my case, these work flawlessly because my desk in particular has the metal legs and the metal support beam underneath. And they have really strong neodymium magnets inside, so it sticks with no issues at all. But not all desk has metal legs or metal in it. So each of the arches comes with their very own magnetic peel and stick plates, which make it a breeze. So under one of my wooden desks, I can use the magnetic plate there, which also includes screws if you want to really secure it. And a little hack you can do with the extra large arch is use it as a headphone hanger underneath your desk. Works out really well there. Then the cable tie holders are similar in execution, but they have these mounting cutouts for cable ties to route through. Very simple, but the power brick holder is one that I'm gonna use a bunch. Between the monitors, all my camera gear, just got a bunch of power bricks up in here. This also has the cable tie integration with these extra large Velcro ties that wrap around it so it keeps it nice and snug in place, and then again can be mounted anywhere. Great for keeping power bricks behind your desk or just right there underneath it, and again these all come with the mounting plates. And a really well designed and thought out tool are their magnetic power bar keys, which lets you anchor power bars or surge protectors under your desk as well with these little pucks. These literally screw into the mounting cutout on the back of your surge protector or outlet adapter, and you guessed it, get mounted up out of the way nice and cleanly. It's really funny how something so boring can be completely turned around into something innovative by the guys over at Linus Media Group. You can check out their site, they have pre-made kits, or you can buy stuff individually and build your own and take your cable management to the next level. Next up's definitely a nice addition to your desktop with this 3-in-1 15-watt wireless charger from Zihoo that has a pretty interesting trick up its sleeve. It can auto-rotate for keeping your notifications at a glance if you're watching videos or you just want it charging in the standby mode. At the press of a button, you can choose which orientation. Now sure, kind of gimmicky if you don't actually keep your eye on your phone while it's charging, but again, for the desk setup, this rotating feature I think is pretty cool. As I mentioned, with it being a 3-in-1 charger, this has more than just the rotating wireless pad. On the side are 2 built-in spring-loaded trays that pop out, revealing both an optional Apple Watch and AirPods charging pad as well, which can all charge at the same time at 30 watts when you use their included charging brick inside the box, making this even more useful if you're in the Apple ecosystem and you have those devices already. And if you're not a fan of the smooth cylinder aesthetic, they also make this in a really sleek monolith one, so match it to your setup. And at first, I just bought the CubeTrick, which is what they call it, but once I knew it was gonna make the cut for this month's episode, I checked again, saw they had different colors and models as well, so I bought the CubeTrick-X. Those names could definitely use some work. But I really dig this one. Again, same features with the rotating charging pad and those pop-out charging trays. And while the most popular use case for something like this is gonna be on your nightstand, I'm sure a lot of you out there spend enough time at your setup where this could still be useful as it is. And for something that can pull all this off, I do appreciate that it's pretty compact overall. It's not too much bigger than most 3-in-1 chargers out there already, which don't have a damn motor inside. This falls in line with exactly what the series is all about, finding cool tech that does something new or interesting. While not breaking the bank, this checks all those boxes. Just like this last one for today, because every now and then I come across something that's way cooler than it should be, and I know it's gonna be a big hit. And with this, I can mean that literally. This is the X Turbo Adjustable Wrist Rest to fit all different layouts for your keyboards or your personal desktop workflow. And this has built-in fans to keep your hands cool and dry. Now, yes, it's winter, at least where I am, so the cooling is gonna be more useful in those hot summer months. But for people who do tend to get sweaty hands while they're gaming, this will definitely help keep them dry. There are 2 intake fans underneath that lead to these exhaust cutouts on the top of the wrist rest that are angled right where your hands and your wrists are positioned. And you have 2 different fan speeds, color-coded with LEDs on that center elbow, which gives you that 30-degree angle adjustment. And the padding on the leather wrist rest itself is made of a smooth PU leather with what feels like silicone underneath, so it's nice and soft, has give as well, won't fatigue your wrists. Now the angle adjustment is really unique, and this lets it be tailored to the type of keyboard that you have at your setup. Whether it's a smaller 60% or all the way up to a full-sized layout, even an Alice keyboard, this can be adjusted to the contour of that and positioned to whatever feels best and most comfortable to you. If you want to just keep it all flat, if you're mainly working all day and typing, you can do that. Or you can angle it fully downwards towards your forearms for some support there instead, and then upwards in the V shape if you want to target your wrists right by the keyboard. Just really versatile and all up to you with what feels most comfortable and natural while you're using it. And then, when you're gaming, if you just want to primarily use that left side for WASD support, you can angle the other side downward so it's out of the way and not getting into the range of your mouse swipes. When I was checking reviews, I even saw people turn this around so the fans are facing them to keep them cool while they're gaming. A pretty interesting take on a wrist rest. We've seen cooling gel ones, but a wrist rest with built-in fans and angle adjustments is definitely a fresh take on the traditional wrist rest out there. This comes in right at 40 bucks. So alright guys, that'll wrap it up for this episode of Cool Tech under $50 for the holidays. Hope you all enjoyed the setup themed edition. Again, big hit last month, so I figured we'd bring it back again this month. Let me know your thoughts down below if you like it or not. Also, in the description, you'll see everything from today's episode, so you can pick it up in time for the holidays as well, add it to your wish list, or some gift ideas for somebody else. But if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up to show your support. Feel free to follow me on all socials at randomfrankp. And last, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Hope you all enjoyed. Have a good day.